It's been nearly 2 years. Shush. We're coming to you in a minute. Westlife are here. 2 years since their last album. Good morning to you. And you were on X Factor. How was that?
Amazing.
It was great.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Really good.
Now, I know that you were in about sort of 40 minutes ago, and we've had loads of emails and texts, of course, people wanting to know what you've been up to, and also Loz, Jake and Becca say, who do you want to win the X Factor now that you've seen them live?
I think Lucy is in a good shout. I think when I saw her in the audition, she really impressed me. And then this weekend, I think she's coming to her own. But there's I mean, it's very early, and there's so many good people there. So
it's difficult, and people, of course, people do change. I mean, we've seen Daniel, for example, going from the top.
Yeah.
From
I had him as the winner.
Yeah, Ollie for me is, I think,
Joe as well. I think they're kind of like, there's no kind of standout winner. Like, you know, the year Leona was in it, it was like, oh, Leona has it in the bag from the start.
Yeah.
I think this year it's kind of, you know, over the kind of next few weeks, probably someone's going to start standing out a bit more.
Not John and Edward, do you know?
We love John.
Honestly, if I've been honest, I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll be in the final.
Do you really?
I really do, yeah.
Definitely. It's like the Chico
people
factor,
are voting with them. They're dying to see what they're going to do every week. I'm kind of looking forward to what they're going to do next week.
Jedward.
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 Jedward. That is quite funny, isn't it?
Jade has emailed in, what have you missed the most during your time off?
Gmtv sofa.
Oh, yeah,
GMTV
no,
sofa.
sorry. You're going to have to wear the creep T-shirt.
I think just performing in general. You know, just singing in general, like, you know, being off for the year, we didn't get to sing that much, so to be back singing and in the studio and
I think the fun of doing it as well, you know, I think like for the four of us together, like we have quite a lot of fun. So I think in general, like, you know, doing the tour and doing the promotion, you know, having a bit of a laugh.
It was amazing recording our new album as well. Was really like just getting back in the studio after being away for so long. That was my favourite bit personally, you know.
Now, your album's called Where We Are. It's out in a month. The single's out now.
Yeah.
Right now?
But the album's out in a month.
Yeah.
Is that because you haven't finished it, or you haven't done the
No,
artwork for it?
No, the album is finished. The single was actually meant to be out in 3 weeks' time, but Simon just went crazy about it. He loved it so much, he brought it forward 3 weeks.
Wow.
He wanted it out like we found out like 10 days before we were on the X Factor.
Oh, right, fantastic. So it was kind of all supposed to be just like a bit close together.
Yeah.
And there's a different lead-up as well with this, because the first time anyone heard the song was last night. Usually, you know, you'd have weeks on radio and TV, and the video's not coming for another week or so. As like I said, the launch was last night, and the song has just gone to radio. So we're kind of going to back to front, but it's good, good to be back.
But it's great to jump back in.
You mentioned your tour. Now, Claire says, when are you next on tour? We saw you in Birmingham, and you were amazing.
Don't know yet, do we?
We haven't figured it out just yet. We're going to figure it out probably in the next week or two.
Next Thursday's our meeting about it. So.
Yeah, I'd say but we'll definitely plan to tour probably middle of next year.
But I'm hoping to keep the 6th of June off, because I want to beat Ben in Soccer Aid.
It's a big football game.
That's the rest of the world against England. And
they've never won.
Yeah, it's a football thing.
Sheila in Ireland just wanted to ask if the lads, if they ever see themselves taking another break, surely they've got a taste of time off.
Absolutely. No, I mean, our heads right now are very much in Westlife land, you know, and I think we take everything as it comes, so I think we're going to promote this album, you know, hopefully release a few more singles, because we think that there's probably 4 or 5 singles on this album as opposed to the normal 2, you know.
Now, you're talking about the video, which is coming out in a week or so's time. I would have thought at the point that you're at, boys, you can more or less pick any location in the world. You go somewhere hot, somewhere sunny this time of year. You ended up in Iceland?
Blame him.
Iceland's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely stunning.
beautiful when you leave it.
It's very beautiful and cold.
I mean, you know, the thing I was trying to explain to the lads was that, you know, you have to, if you put up with the cold and everything, hopefully we're going to get like a really good video out of it, you know, because, you know, we kind of do a lot of studio videos in London and stuff, and I just think it's a bit boring, really. So we wanted to do something a bit more epic and grand.
The location was amazing.
I think the location and, you know, just the white and the blue and the northern lights and everything else, like it really, really was an amazing, stunning location. So, you know, I think, and the director that we used as well was absolutely superb. So put the two of them together, you know, hopefully we'll have an amazing.
I was just going to say, what was the most exciting thing you ate? Because they do eat some slightly interesting things.
Just play cards all week.
Really salty. Like, I mean, the soup or, you know, the meals that we were being kind of given on the set, it was just really salty.
But we were on top of which is the biggest glacier in Europe. And when we got there, the kind of safety guy said, right, he said, I have it marked out. He said, don't go beyond here. It's all X's. He says, because there's what's called crevices. They could be like 1 metre deep, or it could be like 300-400 metres deep. It would be like, bye-bye if you go. So I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
could have been very interesting. They didn't lash you down to the glacier, did they? Health and safety, you've got to get tied on here. But when it got really cold, you're sitting there going, Mark,
I
you
know.
owe us a pint for this.
We were actually filming a lot on the boat as well, and because we were...
The wind chill, there was a
we were the only ones without life jackets because we were obviously filming and we didn't want big orange life jackets on us or whatever. It's probably not the best safety measure.
37 seconds to survive if you fell
fell in the water. Literally.
Nice.
Freezing.
So you put your lives on the line for this video.
It was like -1, the water. I don't know how that works out because it's cold and freezing, but...
Well, we're looking forward to seeing that anyway. And the album, as we said, out in a month, Where We Are, and the single out right now.
Right now.
And we're going to hear it in just a moment.
Yeah, the post-performing in a few minutes' time.